Hey guys, so we have decided to basically line up our annual leave as best we could for this Easter holiday break. We've managed to turn a long weekend of 4 days into a 10-day holiday. So we're doing a massive mission all the way out to the Flinders Ranges in South Australia, starting off on our way to Lightning Ridge for the Easter Festival, and then from there we're pushing it out to Cameron Corner, and then after Cameron Corner to the Flinders, and then we're going to shoot back to Sydney through Broken Hill. So 10 days of adventures begins now. It's now currently 11 PM at night. We're just heading into Denman in central New South Wales. Off to Mandurin tonight for a little free camp, about halfway to Lightning Ridge, and then we're going to punch through the ridge tomorrow. So I'm going to try my best to take you guys along with me for this adventure. If I kick my butt into gear and make sure that I film as much as possible. I brought the drone and a whole bunch of other stuff, so I really hope you guys enjoy this video. It's going to take a lot of time and effort to put this one together, so I really appreciate your support on the last two videos, and I can't wait to see what we create in the future. After getting into camp at Mandurin really late last night, around 2:30 AM, we're now on our way to one of my favourite pubs in Australia, Collie Hotel. So we woke up this morning around 5:30. It was absolutely painting down with rain, so we sort of waited it out until around 9 o'clock. But now we're pretty good to go. We managed to get a little break in the rain to pack up all our swags and tents and stuff, while Bam's sitting there living lavishly in his caravan. Now it's time to head on to Collie. Wet swags shoved in the tub of the ute. Hopefully we can set them up the ridge a little bit later. We've got a couple of friends that are there now, and they're nice and dry, so hopefully we get some time to dry them out later, and let's keep touring. Just had a quick cheeky bevy at the Collie Hotel in central western New South Wales. I love this place. Every time I come past I stop. I can't pass up the opportunity. So, and the publican here, Tom, is absolutely fantastic. If you have the time, check him out on TikTok. His videos are absolutely hilarious. And yeah, I would definitely drive well and truly out of my way to come past here every time. Like, we've just done a 2-hour detour to come here. It's fantastic. I cannot recommend it enough.
Where the working man does his best to provide safety and shelter for kids and a wife, giving a little of a soul every day, making overtime to keep the wolves away.
Two hours later.
Hey, you know that guy in the lads group chat, how he's got that red kangaroo? Do you reckon he just picked that up and just took it?
100%. But I wouldn't pick up that kid. He was covered in spew. I'll probably just leave him.
So what you're telling me is, like, yes, ethically and legally it's probably not right, but if you wanted to, you could really just pick up anything and take it home.
That's the whole idea of, like, free will. Like, there is literally nothing that you just cannot do, but there's just things that you just won't do due to, like, your own personal ethical boundaries. But free will is like there's nothing stopping you from, like, running over that tree over there.
So a big part of travelling around the outback is basically a lot of these small towns have tried to bring tourism to towns by starting what's called the Silo Art Trail. So there's these hand-painted silos all over New South Wales, and I think it's actually beginning to spread into other states as well to draw people to the towns and encourage them to stop and spend a little money and help the local economy flourish. So we're about to check one out, and I'll show you in a second. It's really cool, this one. We're in Galargambone in western New South Wales. Here's that Silo Art Trail that I was telling you about. So these are scattered, as I said, all over New South Wales and now a couple of other different states. They are seriously cool. We've been driving for a good couple of hours now. We're just coming into Walgett. Not a whole lot to update you with. It's pretty sparse and flat out here. Dead flat. Alright, so now we're starting to get pretty close to Lightning Ridge. We're just about to come past one of the first of the few wacky sculptures in town called Stanley the Emu. Stanley's quite interesting. It was an art project that was assembled elsewhere and then brought to Lightning Ridge before it was erected there, and it's been there ever since. It's one of my favourites, and it is a true landmark in this area. It's seriously cool. So most of the others with this group had never seen it before, so I can't wait to see the reactions on their faces. So Lightning Ridge and its art are quite quite interesting. There's nowhere else I've ever been that's just quite like it. It's definitely interesting. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind. But this is Stanley the emu. So after a little bit of light reading on the plaque back there, Stanley was originally designed to be at Birdsville, but due to the bureaucracy, that idea was shut down, and Stanley ended up being relocated and moved and officially put at Lightning Ridge. So it's one of the John Murray artworks that absolutely littered this area. So a lot of the silo arts around here are actually made by John Murray as well. And it's just a true testament to Lightning Ridge's qualities of mateship and putting in the work and getting it done. So there's quite a few outlandish projects out here, and it's definitely well worth a visit.
Just despite the odds, the settlement came and we moved out of town where the sky isn't heavy with refinery clouds. Yeah, he's still alive, he's doing good, he's in his 50s, but the money's running out and he's painting for it.
A little bit of like a Luke edition, I think, inside this Ranger Raptor. We're off to now.
We're currently heading off to the Easter Festival in the middle of town this morning, then we'll head out to the Boar Baths, and then finally out to Growan's Club in the Scrub. They're just makeshift pubs in the middle of nowhere, just a place for local miners to gather and share a few yarns and sing some tins.
Beautiful. We're going for a bit of a swim, going into town, checking out the Easter Festival. A couple little market stalls, I think, and get a bit of food. Excited for some food and
Very
coffee.
excited for some.
Someone here excited for food and coffee, I think.
Yeah.
We'll keep you updated.
We do have a bit of a time crunch this afternoon because we've booked a helicopter flight. So the first one of those is at 4:15, that's currently 12 o'clock, to do an hour out, hour back, plus whatever time we want to spend there. So a little bit of a time crunch, but I'm sure we'll make it work.
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm so keen.
You're so keen.
I don't even know what to expect.
What do you think they're going to have here? Dirt. Dirt?
Hopefully it's got a cold beer, to be honest with you.
Hopefully a toilet.
Lukey, what have you found?
Found a golf course, mate.
Sitting out and hang out.
Greens are in good condition, boys.
Checking out the golfing green.
Let's go. Where's my club at? No way. How do you putt on this?
I always end up in the scrub when I play golf anyway, so this is quite normal for me.
I mean, like, this dirt's really nice.
So just adding to the list of obscene and strange things you find in the outback, a golfing green
Hey, wait, Lockie.
with no green.
Just fix my divot. Oh.
You even know you're doing that thing?
I do.
Ah, look at that, perfection.
Room spinning in circles, darling.
Can't ever resist a good cabin pool in an outback club.
Duty call.
I can't stay here, but I know it ain't a bright idea to leave.
Hey guys, welcome back to Vlogs Part 2.
We're going to go catch a goat.
We're gonna go catch a goat.
If you see a video of us with a goat, you'll know if we actually caught one or not.
Yeah. That's about all I got for you guys.
See you later.
We're currently undergoing a bit of a role reversal. So for those of you that know, in the first two build videos I mentioned that my friend Luke sold me this Raptor. Meet Luke. So Luke's now driving this thing for the first time since we've done the suspension upgrades, had the gearbox tuned, and I put 20,000 kilometers on it nearly. So let's see Luke's honest reviews on how the car drives compared to where he owned it.
The suspension's good, doesn't hunt for gears. You can definitely feel that the torque converter is actually giving it 100% torque grips between gear changes. It just feels a lot more solid, a lot more smoother. In terms of what would be the word, you got a lot of confidence in it. Used to carry on and make a lot of noise between gears if you're sitting at one speed. Cars like to slip gears to kind of save transmissions. So this thing just feels incredible at the moment. Wait till we get to a bit of shit roads and we'll give it some berries and see what happens. Kennedy vlog update. Lucky
Why
he's
you got
going.
it sideways? Nah, wait. There you go.
Kennedy vlog update. We're getting in a 40-degree hot spring pool with other people. It is basically a Lightning Ridge local human soup. Let's get it.
Sprinkle around the outback and sort of this, once you're west of the Great Dividing Range and a little bit further north and, well, the bottom third of Australia, you start to get to what's called the Artesian Basin. So basically the water underground is where these guys siphon all their water from to get access, because it's so dry, they get so little rainfall out here most of the year. So the only issue with that is the water is incredibly sulfur rich and it's also incredibly hot. So they do a hot spring like this in town, and then use that as a way to sort of cool the water down through they make their own man-made sort of lakes once they drill a bore down and siphon the water out to let it cool before they then filter it and use it as town water. These are the hot springs bore baths of Lightning Ridge. The water can be between 37 and 42 degrees Celsius. Can be hotter, but these are generally the temperatures that it ranges is. So the water is high in sulfur, so you don't necessarily want to put your head underwater. They actually make you have a shower first to make sure you don't bring anything contagious or anything dirty into the water. And then usually there's a small pool over just the other side that you can basically adjust your body temperature to the water, so it's more comfortable when you jump in this pool. It is quite hot, it does sap a lot of energy out of you, but it is very, very nice and refreshing to just quickly have a jump in. You wouldn't expect it because the temperature outside is so hot, but it actually is really, really refreshing. And then once you jump out, the wind is pretty much constant, so it cools you right down. So it is quite nice and definitely well worth a stop if you're happy. That's mine. Thanks, sir. So now comes my favourite part of our stay at Lightning Ridge. We're about to go for a helicopter flight up over the area for 45 minutes with Northwest Helicopters. Now, Bryson and the team from Northwest are absolutely amazing. I cannot fault them in any way. They're incredibly gracious hosts and Bryson, an incredibly good pilot. So I can't wait for this bit.
With my clothes there on the sofa and your glasses on the counter, with the smoke so thick that we can barely see. But somehow that's the way you like it, so you can't see the pain that you're causing me. Does it make you weep? Does it shake you to your core? Is it in your bones? You don't need me anymore. And I should probably just be happy that you're here, but I meant it when I said that I'd rather die alone. And it's killing me just how easily you moved on. Well, I should probably say I'm sorry, but that won't change the fact you saw me with that girl across town. And it wasn't what it looks like, babe. I ain't the type of man to run around. Oh.
That is such an incredible experience. Like I cannot recommend Bryce and the team from Northwest Helicopters enough. He's a fantastic pilot, fantastic guide, and they're such a nice group of people. This is the second year in a row I've flown with Northwest, and I'm blown away. I cannot wipe the smile off my face. That was such an incredible flight. Please, guys, go and, if you're ever in the area, anywhere around Narrabri, Lightning Ridge, just go and do it. Well worth the money. I have no words.